When writing, is it necessary to create an outline? This is a question that many storytellers have asked. On their writing journey, most storytellers start with inspiration. Ideas come from somewhere and they start writing, creating a piece. However, without a clear direction before putting pen to paper, the story may have logical errors, redundant or missing ideas. It is also possible that while writing, the storyteller suddenly loses inspiration or forgets what they wanted to write next, and the story remains unfinished. A good outline will help the storyteller solve these problems. A simple outline may look like this: characters, setting, time, place, message, what you want to convey, plot, the main storyline of the story. The plot is the most important here. When determining the plot, there are a few questions to ask. Where does the story begin? The opening scene of the story is crucial because it determines whether the reader/audience will continue to follow our story or not. The opening scene needs to be interesting enough or reflect an intriguing theme, while also clearly showing the writer's personal style. Where does the story end? To determine if the ending of the story is reasonable, you can try asking and answering a few questions. Has the main issue of the story been resolved? Have the important characters reached their own conclusions? Has the message of the story been clearly conveyed? Stories often end when all the issues are resolved and/or the characters find a solution, an answer to the questions posed at the beginning. What additional details are needed to clarify the content? Imagine this: your friend and you go for coffee. Then your friend tells you, "Last month, I dated that guy, but we broke up yesterday." How would you react? What happened next? How did they meet? What was that guy like? Where is the middle part? How did they break up? That's exactly the audience's reaction when reading your story. They don't know what's going on at all. You need to provide them with enough information to imagine the situation. What if there's not enough information? Your friend replies, "That's it. That's the whole story." As an audience, would you be satisfied with the storyteller? How should the details be arranged? How should the storytelling sequence be, based on time or space? Which details are important and need to be told in detail? Which details are not important and can be skipped? Which details are redundant and need to be omitted? For short stories with simple structures, the most appropriate sequence for the details is usually the chronological order. The events that happen first are told first, the events that happen later are told later. That's basically it. The more specific the outline, the smoother and faster the writing process will be. You don't necessarily have to write the outline on paper, especially for shorter stories. Writing too much may make the outline longer than the actual piece. It's not necessary, but it's good to develop the habit of creating an outline before writing. Whether it's with pen and paper, discussing with friends, or just mentally outlining,